Monday and Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us right now.
How are you today, my friend?
Doing pretty good. So we've got a couple interesting stories. Some of our security agencies, the FBI and their internet security agency, says that ag groups are being targeted by something called the Black Matter ransomware. So this has got to be a concern to California agriculture and a lot of our Salinas Valley companies.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like some of those companies haven't been already hit. I'm not going to name names, but there are several companies, including some pretty significant ones, that have been hit by ransomware. And the reason that these cyber criminals target agricultural companies is that they tend to not have the same level of sophistication when it comes to cyber security. And they have a lot of devices that are connected to their networks, because a lot of these machines are integrated into networks and into the internet. The Internet of Things, or IoT devices that make up an ag company, would boggle the mind. And so there's a lot of endpoints. There's a lot of ways that they can get into these networks. And there's a lot of holes that need to be plugged, and sometimes it's difficult. So that makes agricultural companies a prime meat for cyber criminals, because they know that there's a lot of ways to get in there.
So what are some of the things that these companies can do to protect themselves? And what's the nature of the ransomware that they're getting attacked with?
So the ransomware variant that they're getting attacked with is called Black Matter. And it's just one of many types of ransomware. Some people think that they're a rebrand of DarkSide, which was a real famous group that was responsible for attacking the JBS meat producer over the Memorial Day holiday. If you remember, that was a real famous attack. So this is an organization based in Eastern Europe. Some people think that they are supported by the Russians, and there's a lot of indications that's true. But they're out there trying to make money, and they're targeting the organizations that they think they can target the best. And I think ag companies just need to recognize that they have a big bullseye on them, and they need to do everything they can to prevent this from happening. Because in some cases, if you remember the JBS, that was a multi-million-dollar, I think they paid like $7 million to get their data back. These are not cheap ransoms to be paid, but the alternative is that these companies lose tens of millions of dollars a day because they can't produce their products. So the rule of thumb is do everything you can and spend the money up front rather than having to spend it at the back end.
Contact Luis Alvarez and the I-Team at the Alvarez Technology Group. Online, it's alvareztg.com. At AlvarezTG is their Twitter handle. Luis, the toll-free number for that I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-TEAM. That's 866-784-8326.